Trading at Schwab is now powered by Ameritrade, bringing you an expanding library of education with even more ways to sharpen your trading skills. Access new online courses, insightful webcasts, articles, engaging videos, and more, all curated just for traders. Plus, guided learning paths with content designed to fit your unique interests. No sifting to find exactly what you need so you can spend your time learning to trade brilliantly. Learn more at schwab.com/trading.
Stop right there. Yeah, you. If you like all things entertainment, current events, or Hollywood, then look no further. Creator to Creators, hosted by director Mio Shabin of Horror Noir, interviews filmmakers and creatives from around the world. Join in on the fun, guest celebrities, and informative information to have as a creator. Hit subscribe and stay connected to Creator to Creators.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Creator to Creators today. Today we have a special guest.
Alain Delabie.
My friend, my amazing, wonderful friend who I've known forever, back in the house again. Thank you for coming on, talking to me.
My pleasure.
So I like to always start with every guest and talk about their childhood and what was that like growing up as a baby Alan in the world and how Alan found his way into the creative world.
Yeah. So I grew up in the north of France, and when I was born, of course, it was early 70, So I grew up in the 80s, and the right time, at the time. So, I knew it since I was young. I felt my destiny, about to be an artist, And first of all, I start to imitate my old brother because he was huge fan of martial art and Bruce Lee stuff, But beside, you watch a lot of movie like horror films. So I grew up with the best horror film like The Exorcist, The Howling, An American Wolf in London, Friday the 13th, Halloween, So I grew up with those movie and scary movie. And back then we go on to buy a tape, cassette tape,
Mm-hmm.
And it was the moment, the magical moment, or where you rent your favorite movies and stuff, and you watch with your family.
Yeah.
And that's make me dream. And of course, I was a little child in the north of France, and I have this big dream to go to Hollywood, and in America and be an actor. For some reason, I never dreamed
that it could happen.
No, to start my career in my country, actually, because the movie and the mentality are very different.
Mm-hmm.
But and that's why I start to do a martial arts, and but it's weird. Yeah, of course I have also started with some action, but yeah, I mean, I'm not only just a martial guy. I am a real actor.
Yes. Yeah. That's that. I love that you, I feel like that's so telling of who, someone is. Like you have this idea in your head of like this dream, except to do Hollywood movies, to be that. And then like your life path kind of puts you on that trajectory of doing that. And as you got, did you have, I'm sure you had supportive parents that supported you in the film, or?
My dad.
Okay.
My dad was always he never said, "Oh, it's impossible. You cannot make it. Too far." No, he always felt something, and he passed away unfortunately when I was 16.
Oh,
But I never stopped to think about him, even right now, and so that's make this fire inside my heart, and to go very far and never give up,
yeah.
because you need to understand, if you choose this road, you have to understand and to believe you will have no choice to like put you in the, like in your own bubble, and don't listen around the negativity and say, whatever, I will do it. Whatever happen, I will go. Whatever happen, I will probably fall on the ground, but I will
Get back up.
reborn
Yeah.
like the phoenix,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But I think that's just something that you have already, that you were born with, that tenacity, that drive that you're like, you're never gonna stop, which that serves you in your career. A lot of people, like it's tough. It's a tough industry of like the hearing out the other noise and like, no, I'm gonna listen to me. I can do this. Like, because unfortunately there's a lot of people that project their own ideas onto you and like, you're not gonna do this, and or this is not the way to do it. You're not this person, and puts you in a box. But you said no. What do you think that was? Like um what made you say, you know what, I'm gonna continue, like, because you did martial arts and you've been doing all that, and
Yeah.
then transitioning into acting as well,
Mhm.
or you incorporate both the two?
When I start to be an artist, I was a performer on TV. I do my demonstration on martial arts.
Right.
It was the big wave of when it was the ending of Bruce Lee, because he passed away, and Chuck Norris became too old, and then you have Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Mm,
But for some reason, I knew it. Um, it was not just only to be an action guy, but I have to give to the audience emotion.
right.
You know, that's the most important things to me. You know,
Mhm. Mhm. No, I love that. I love that. Uh, like, were you like, I'm sure, as a performer transitioning into acting,
Mhm.
did you take any acting courses, or did you just kind of go out there and, I'm gonna just do it?
So to be honest, no, I never. No,
Wow,
no, I never.
that's impressive.
So why? First of all, because I was on live stage TV.
Mhm.
So when you go on TV, you have to be natural.
Mm.
Okay. When they interview you, you have to be natural. The camera. So people can be scared about that. Like, oh no, close up on my face. What is a question?
Yeah, yeah.
So no, you have to. I was comfortable actually on camera.
Okay.
And I never pay attention around, and I was talking, like smooth, very smooth. And no, to be honest, it was just natural. And on live act TV, you have one take,
Right.
so you have to do it perfectly.
Yeah. It's like, if you don't.
No, and then of course, um, everybody needs to start to be an extra to understand how a director wants, for for direct their actor,
Mhm.
and you need to understand how um, the circuit of a movie making, how you can be on set, and act on set also. It's very important to learn with this little stage to be an extra, and then if you feel you can do more,
Mhm.
so it's always good to take some acting class, you know. That doesn't mean you can be a great actor. You have to know and to felt it, you know. It's something like your second nature, you know.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. I think, I find, I feel like there's so many actors in the like out there, you look at and you're like, from the Meryl Streeps to the Al Pacinos to the Leonardos, and each actor or actress, there are some really, really great actors like your Denzels and your
Mhm.
Viola Davises, and then there's actors that you're like, they're good in this circle, like your Liam Neeson, who's an action star. Like
Mhm.
he beats up
We're
people.
protecting.
Keanu Reeves. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But like, do you think is not about being a
Mhm.
great actor? Do you think it's just about doing what you love to do and act like working?
I mean, when you think about that, you talk about Keanu Reeves, you talk about Liam Neeson,
Hmm.
and those guys are great actors. First, great actors, great charisma, and also good acting. But they have to. It's not like you are martial arts first and then actor. And it's better to be actor and then probably performer. I mean, if you both is good, but sometimes um, Liam Neeson used stunt double, Keanu Reeves does too, but
Hmm.
they learn also how to move and kick and stuff.
Hmm.
That's good, and it's good because it's a very believable.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think also it comes down to the script. I think that those guys are certain, like Keanu Reeves or Liam Neeson. Those guys they have really good scripts. I think that are written for them to push their
Mm,
skill sets out even more, because I
yeah.
think I think if somebody is a bad writer and a bad story and puts Keanu Reeves in like something that's completely outside of
Mm,
his element, I'm
yeah.
not saying that he couldn't do it, but I don't think we would, because we're not used to seeing that. I think we're so
That
used
is
to
the
seeing John
problem.
Wick.
That is a problem right now in Hollywood. Uh, I'm sad because when you watch movie right now, you expect something, you know.
Mm,
You
mhm,
expect good script, you
mhm,
know. But when you see all platforms, that's the problem. They kill the theater. They kill the theater
mhm,
because now you go to see blockbuster on only blockbuster, on a big screen,
mhm, mhm.
and now you can feel it. You can feel it. How I don't want to mention name about movies about how it's good, how it's bad,
Right.
but the thing is, to be honest, it's very difficult right now to find a good movie because they rush everything on script. They said we got the star, we got the budget, the script is okay, so let's do this.
Yeah.
And in independent film, why we have a lot of good movies and creativity,
Mhm,
because we don't have enough budget, so we have to create, we have to adapt, of the situation,
mhm,
for makeup, for location, for everything.
mhm,
When you have big budget, you're comfortable. So you say, "Oh, I got the name, I got this, I got that." But okay, but you're excited because you want to see your favorite actors. Then when you watch the movie, you say, "Ah, it was boring," you know.
mm. Yeah. No, I feel like, yeah, you're right. It's definitely different, a different process, and it's a lot. I think it's so many films
And
that where
competition, and
it's huge,
competition.
huge.
Yeah, huge competition because against each platform they want to compete and to be the top number one. And also they, I read an article with Matt Damon,
Mm,
and it said, no, don't kill the DVD. That's the second life of a movie. He's right. Because if you kill the DVD or the Blu ray, what's happened? you put your movie on streaming only, and it's like you see each month you have 1,000 new title.
Yeah.
So your movie is here, and then next month is not anymore in top. It's always,
Yeah.
If you're lucky, you have good rates, but it's always the same. It's, sometimes good movie can be missed by the audience, cause to promotion, and also the lack of it's not about the quality of the project, even the distribution, but you if you don't have enough
push somebody to push it. Yeah.
Promotion, because Matt Damon said we do a 25 million dollars of movie, and we need $25 25 million, sorry, for marketing.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Yeah.
So
And
if you don't have marketing for your movie, you can
no one will see it.
Yeah, or the distribution is great, but when we talk with distribution, that's why this year is going to be the Western, next year is going to be the sci-fi, next year is going to be, we don't know how who will be the best performer for a movie.
Yeah, it's we don't know, and that's the thing is being in. I mean, I think that's a kind of not downfall of being independent, but it is kind of tough. Like you said, it's the competition of having a built-in distribution company. So it's like saying like Disney is going to always have distribution, and if you make something with Disney, oh, they control it all. You're going to get the promotion. You're going to get this because they're Disney. Yeah,
a good example. Star Wars is huge.
Star Wars is huge. Yeah,
it's huge, and then they let's do
Marvel.
Marvel. Yeah, you cannot compete with them. It's impossible.
No.
It's impossible. Especially for independent. For us, we do independent film, but we know sometimes studio give chance, but they don't give a chance of creativity.
No. I mean, I had a friend that recently did something on an independent level, and it got seen by I believe it was Liongate or something. And so which is great for him, and it's really awesome. But I think they just wanted his script. They wanted to buy the script from him, and which is good for him. He can sell it, but they want to take the script and keep it for themselves. So it's one of those things. It's like, well,
how much they want to buy your script.
Exactly. But I guess that's the thing. That's what a lot of independent filmmakers want, is to have their work on that level where it's like, but being able to have your creative freedom and not being stifled or like, this is, you can't, because there's always stipulations when you're doing something for a big company. Like you can't do this, you can't do that. You only can shoot here, there. And like I said, deadlines. But I find that's really cool that that was what you do. You adjust. And that's what I think makes you an amazing artist or creator, because you adjust with the times.
But also, one thing's very important, and people need to know. Most of people are impressed about, it's a big set. I have 27 people around me. I have 3 assistant director. I have this and this, 3 big red camera or Alexa. Don't be impressed about that.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you, when you see, remember this movie Tangerine?
Yes.
With the iPhone.
Fantastic film.
And they got distribution. They got awards, and it's all about creativity.
That's
all about and how, if the point is, nowadays it's, before it was difficult to create because the digital camera was not on the big stage, right? But the big problem right now with the content, it's too much competition about what with people who put their content on YouTube. They put free stuff. They too much content, and you have to understand which way you want to do your own things. If you said, okay, I want to be a guy who interviews people. Oh, I do this, and oh, I want to be just an actor. Oh, I want to be a director and actors. Oh, I want just to be a producer or writer. So now we have to understand the everything is a competition.
I hate to think of it that way, but I guess so, huh?
Yeah, and sometimes you don't want to admit because you say no, but yes, because you have to adapt of the situation, and you said, okay, what is the most difficult for an independent film? That's to find money. Because with DSLR camera and boom mic, you can shoot something. But now people said, okay, even right now, and I do this new movie I did. Even you have a budget, you have to be careful because everything can cost for the movie, and people don't understand that. They don't care, and most of people act weird because they are not established actors yet. And they said they think it's, oh yeah, I want this money, I want that. No, you're nobody. Why you act like this? I give you opportunities, but people don't understand like that. They want to succeed right away. It's not like that. It's impossible.
Yeah, I mean, I have to work. You have to work. You got to put in the work. I think that's the thing about. I think that's what allures people about this business is that it's appealing. It's like, oh, I want to do that. I want to be. I want to be a Kim Kardashian. I want to be a, Beyonce. But it's like they work hard. Like Kanye West. Or whatever. It takes time. But
And the right place, the right time.
that too. Yeah.
Okay. And then how you create your connection.
Yeah, you gotta be a likable person, I think. I think people gotta like you. I think you just gotta be a nice person.
Sure, but the big problem now with people, especially on social network, sometimes that people stalking you because you have connection, and they said they think because they have, oh, if I added this connection, I can do the same. Like, no, it's impossible. You cannot create the same path. It's impossible.
Right. Yeah.
You have to understand. It's not because something will work for you. That mean that will work for them.
Yeah, I think everyone has an individual path, right? Everyone has
You
their
have to
path.
be inspired. You
Yeah,
have to be inspired,
absolutely.
but because I saw some guys, they try so hard to be an actor and they don't have this talent. I see a guy in Belgium. He tried to do everything. He think he's great actor, but he's not. And he's been for 6 years. He tries something, and
But
sometimes you have to understand why you want to be an artist. Like I said in the beginning of the interview, how, and most of people, if you understand the reason, it's money and popularity.
Yes, but I don't believe that you have to particularly per se have to be talented anymore nowadays that we live in because of social media. I mean, there's so many people that I've seen in movies that I'm like, whoa, how did they get that? And it's from their numbers on social media or from a TikTok video that blew up or from this or from that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's so many things because of now where our information is just there's so much. I mean,
You're right,
you
but
know what I mean?
professional will always make the difference because
Well, I mean, yeah, like you're not gonna, when you're Meryl Streep, you're Meryl Streep. You know what I mean? You're gonna be you're like Hollywood's excellent. But I mean, there are people that I mean, there's so many rappers, there's so many singers
Yeah.
now that are touring and doing things, maybe not on that level, but they've I have friends who, who had big companies reach out to them because of their social media numbers. That's it. They didn't care about the talent. They're like, "Oh, you have 20 million followers? Perfect. We want to use you."
Of
And you
course.
you don't have to have any type of
No, I know
background in
you're
it.
right. For that, yeah. If you got 2-3 million of follower, they want your follower. But
And they'll put you in a movie. It's a very interesting time we're living in. Like,
that's killed the real talent, Mirsha. Believe me, that's killed the real talent. That's killed the real artist. Quality will stay quality, Mirsha.
hopefully, that's definitely the hope for sure. I love to ask everybody this question. And there's no wrong answer, but um, loyalty or respect, which one would you choose and why?
Loyalty,
Mm.
yes. Why? Because we need to be loyal. If you are loyal, it's mean a lot. Because loyalty and respect are both on combination. In loyalty, you are loyal. You will not, um, deal behind a back to people because you're loyal. You will say, no, if I do this, I will do in front of you because I'm loyal. I will not do that because I'm loyal.
Mm.
You know, it's not about respect, loyal, but it's kind of.
Mm. Oh, it's a good answer. It's a very, very good answer. Is there anything that you're working on right now that you like to share on the platform with
Oh,
everyone?
yeah. I mean, first, Borrow Time 3 is released now on streaming, and it will be released on DVD. And I'm working so hard on this trilogy. We start with Antihero Redemption, Anatomy of an Antihero Redemption, but it's became Borrow Time, and then we have I'm working very hard for make it happen, and such a lot of beautiful people inside involved, like Eric Roberts, Bob Wall. Unfortunately, he passed away.
Mhm.
And also for Borrow Time 3, Costas Mandylor, Luis Mandylor, Matthias Hughes. So much talent, inside. And the help with you and with David Worth also.
Yeah, it was
It was
fun.
great. But right now, I work on a feature called The Last Nosferatu, and it's a thriller horror. It's a vampire story, and I'm so happy to do it because I really love horror.
Mm.
But I, you know, I'm very happy because I find this makeup artist.
Yeah.
And if I never get the chance to have this makeup artist, I will not do it because I will not want just to do a vampire with just eyes and teeth. I want something special. So
Mhm.
we create the design of the monster and everything,
Nice.
and it was perfect. We have good effects, some bloody effects, and I love that. And the story, I don't want to spoil the story, but soon I will have a trailer, and
Right.
it's a very interesting story. And
What inspired the story? What
oh,
what what films inspired it?
I mean, Friday Night,
Ah, it's a good
and
one.
also the original Nosferatu.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So
Very
both
cool. Very
with
cool.
something like, you know, with in the modern world, and
Mm.
so I play a character who is a golden boy who will date girl online, but I don't want to spoil the rest of the
I'm
story.
excited.
But it's gonna be very, very excited, and I respect all code of the vampire.
Yeah, yeah.
So and I don't want to spoil, but the ending will be very so apocalyptic. And so like every movie I did, so like every ending of my movie, I love something very intense, like
Love it.
Broken Time Tree.
Mhm.
But this time, yeah, Nosferatu, it's interesting vampire.
All right.
And yeah, and I was very lucky to find this makeup artist. and also we have good actors and good location also, and distribution.
All right, fantastic. Well, congratulations on your project. We'll definitely be waiting and watching out for that. And
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
that's exciting. Woohoo! Thank you
It's,
so much for coming on. It was lovely talking to you this time.
Thank you so much, and stay strong, stay safe and healthy, and always loyal. And the creativity. The creativity is the key of everything. Like I said, you start with a small script, and you realize the dreams come true on the screen.
Yes, absolutely. I love that. I love that. Thank you again. And it's always wonderful having you on. And thank you all for listening. And always remember to live, love, laugh. Bye, guys.